There we go. How's everybody doing on this most loveliest of Tuesdays, or just, you know, another Tuesday? For Katana, thank you. Oh, I gotta see if my chat appy thing works. Perfect, it does. All right, great. We put you over here, YouTube chat. Hello. And sometimes the YouTube one takes a minute, so I'll just give that a second. But yeah, I'm doing good today. I do have a bit of a headache I'm dealing with my health insurance, where I switched it at the beginning of the year, but it looks like what I believe to be covering my medications actually doesn't. So mostly just been on the phone trying to fix that. I think I'm probably just gonna have to switch, but I have enough to get me through my trip this weekend, so I think it will be fine. I know it does cover ski accidents. That's actually a very valid question. I see you're looking out for my best interests, and I appreciate it. Let's see. For Oblivion, welcome. Dude, Mongoose, never gonna change, welcome. Mike. Lady Elephants, lovely to see you. How are you? And for Jonas's Water, Dan, Olaf, ASMR, Peter. Did I see that you gifted a sub? And Miranda just resubbed. My goodness, how lucky can a girl get? Thank you guys, thank you. If I could play something for either of you, please let me know. Gillian, I hope everyone's doing well. Ninawa? Or maybe Nanawa. For Alpha, welcome. So yeah, that's admittedly taken most of my time. Oh my gosh, we got a hype train up in here. If we reach and complete a level 5 hype train, I will share with you my most recent embarrassing Google search, if that is of interest to you. I'm gonna try not to have an accident. I ordered a new ankle support wrap that will help. But I've been doing exercises every day over the course of the past 4 weeks, and I have gained a lot of strength in my ankle. I can almost go down the stairs regularly. I still have a kind of wraparound happening for making it work, but I dedicate at least 15 minutes throughout the day, every day, doing stretches and strength exercises for my ankle. For those out of the loop, I'd sprained my ankle a little over 4 weeks ago. But I had booked a very long time ago a ski trip with my beloved family and my nephews. And I'm going on that trip, damn it. For Xhaven, thank you for making a place I love hanging out at. Thank you! Where you and your music make my day better no matter what's happening. Thank you so much, Xhaven, one of our longest running subs. Shout out with 77. But I mean, all of these resubs are incredible. We got 63 with Jove, and then added more incredibleness with everything that he's done as a fantastic mod for the channel and friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for the tier 3, and Miranda for also a tier 3 for 47 months. I really appreciate you all so much. So for Xhaven, Jove, Miranda, and Peter, if there's anything I could play for any of you, please let me know. I know what some of y'all tend to lean towards for your priority requests, but if you want to be the one to pick. Oh my gosh, and Dan is really, we got Cube, we got the Franks, which are such a deep cut on the channel. I don't know if anyone knows the Franks anymore, but enjoy. They are my children. It is my face on a Furby with Barbie legs attached to it. Created by pencils, of course. Anything from Final Fantasy IX, I can do that. Any Fiona Apple, I can do that. Aerith theme, I could do that. There we go. There's our first 3 right there. I will do Aerith's theme followed by, I'll probably do 3 Final Fantasy IX songs because I'm just feeling it. And then we can do Extraordinary Machine for Peter. I do want to rearrange Extraordinary Machine, but maybe I can do that live with you guys a little bit. Oh my god, we're already almost towards completing level 4. If we complete that level 5, you guys get the embarrassing Google search. Also, I finally finished one of my new transcriptions. This was asked by someone in chat, and I really loved the piece. It's a bit of a doozy, but I actually was able to sight read it fairly okay. It's from Civilization. It's not Baba Yates. At some point I'm going to do that, but this one is also really pretty. I feel like Baba Yates is known as like the Civilization song, but I felt like since the vocals were the main focus, I was like, do I learn the vocal line or should I learn the strings underneath it? I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Yesterday we also had a fun new first. I took Deku Palace and turned it into like a Celtic fiddle arrangement, which was super fun. Now that my setup is actually working how I want it to, I feel like my creativity is like really come back. It just felt like before, yes, there was a lot of tech issues I was having. I described it as like, you know, you were trying to like make a painting, but whenever you tried to dip into the blue to paint the sky, it would come out like brown. And you're like, why is this paint brown? I picked blue. And it just continued to be a big mess from there. But after 200 plus YouTube tutorial videos and a lot of manual reading and help, I figured it out. It was not fun, but I feel accomplished. So that was fun. That part. The fun part was when it was over, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Let's see. You need to clean the brush with water. Oh, you're saying my hair is dirty? I'm well aware, trust me. I was like, do I fix my health insurance or wash hair? And I tried to do health insurance as I'm traveling on Thursday. So you get this beautiful sheen to enjoy from your own home. Let's see. Oh, is it a painting thing? Oh, I now I just exposed my dirty hair. Can I put this sensor bar up here? I'm sorry for Galactic. I thought that's what you meant because clearly that's what I'm thinking. Well, just, you know, focus on the violin, not this area, and I think it will still be fine. Why don't we start with, let's start with Aerith's theme, because that one I've memorized and I don't need to take a binder out. Oh, Miranda's fighting to keep this hype train alive. Miranda wants to see that most embarrassing Google search that I will only share if we complete a level 5. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bim Bim Berry. Thank you, Starman. I notice it clearly. All right, let's do Aerith's theme. Miranda, you're so generous. 4 gifted. Miranda wants to see that embarrassing Google search. Oh my god. They're like, oh, it must be so embarrassing. Oh my god. Well, wait, that's level 4, isn't it? We have to complete level 5. I actually remembered. Whenever I'm like, oh, I actually remember how to play this without the music, so I can just play it, there's usually a couple questionable moments that arise. So let's see. We also got asked for Final Fantasy IX, which I'm always happy to do. Final Fantasy IX was my very first Final Fantasy, so it has a very special place in my heart. And I think, for whatever reason, I really want to play Vivi's theme. And then why don't we do Crossing Those Hills, because that's like the iconic map theme. Oh, we still got 20 seconds left of the hype train. Oh my god. Will they ever know the embarrassing thing that I've searched? Dun, 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 dun. why transposing it in my head is so hard for me. And then E natural. Is it E natural? Yeah. Rockstar, long time no see. It is so lovely to see you. How are you doing? You're amazing. I feel like seeing your name makes me remember that I'm actually going to a convention again. I've had the pleasure, so I got to meet Rostar before, like anywhere on Twitch, actually at TwitchCon, and amazing, beautiful human being. Can I play it an octave higher than that? I mean, I could, but at this point, are we even trying to make it sound better? Or we just, what are we doing? What are we doing here? I feel like especially with the MIDI tracks that I play over, I want to be always like really conscious of trying to make it blend as well as I can. For Levi, thank you for the super chat on YouTube. I hope this helps. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everything helps. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. And I know you don't usually pick anything from the song list, but if you would like to, if you'd like to pick a song from the song list, please feel free to. And Anna Designs, welcome as well. Still recovering, but I'm good. You're an amazingly beautiful human as well. I don't know if I'm going to con this year, but glad you are going to the cons. I feel like TwitchCon I'm always like a little on the fence with, only because of how big it is, and I tend to like have a bit of a tough time. Like I have wonderful experiences as well, but I just get really in my head and overwhelmed. I had a huge surgery, so it's a bit much. I hope you're recovering at least in the most comfortable way that you can. And I'm sorry you're going through that. That sounds scary. Anything with surgery is always scary, or doctors in general, at least with me. I am a bit introverted. Like when I get in a safe spot, I open up. If I like get safe people to talk to and I feel comfortable, then I'm good. But if I'm like thrust into things, I'm just like, oh my gosh, a 15.5 pound tumor. I mean, I'm happy to see you on the other side, seeming in good spirits and everything. That sounds super scary. Goodness. With the the topic of me being socially introverted at cons actually makes a lot of sense with what I added in OBS before we started. Before we got going, Olaf was like, which Pokemon do you think you'd be, as we were having a little banter about Pokemon. And I was thinking about what Pokemon I would be. And my favorites are Eevee and Vulpix, but I don't think I'd be those. I would love to be Vulpix, but I don't think I'm Vulpix. Vulpix is like goddess territory. And I was like, what do I really feel like would be me? And I decided I would be this one. I think I'm Esper. Because that's kind of how I look at cons. Like I'm so nervous that I freeze up kind of like this and I forget how to blink. And I'm also really short and a little disheveled. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm Esper. So if you ever see me in public and I look like this, it's okay. That's just how I am. I think that's probably who I am as a Pokemon. I've gotten, oh, for Anna, thank you for keeping company while I fold laundry. I gotta do laundry later. So I'm honored to be your laundry accompaniment. That's the same face Joe makes when Leto pops up. Low key on stream, that's how I used to look when I was playing violin, because I was so focused that I would like stare at the music and my eyes would get even wider. And I've gotten better at controlling that. But I used to get a lot of people in chat being like, what's wrong with her eyes and what's wrong with her? Because I would be like, I think that Pokemon does perfectly describe your expression when we met. Again, I was like looking at a big list of Pokemon and I came across that one and I was like, this like really just saying something to me. Yeah. So I think that's me as a Pokemon. It's called Espurr, Espurr. I guess also a cat Pokemon, which also fits me, I think, pretty well. But I think it's like a psychic dark. I only really know like the first gen Pokemon. And I do actually know this one because, side story, there was a point in my life when I first moved to Nashville, I lived in the same house and had to cycle through 8 roommates because people just kept moving out and like trying it and chilling. Oh, Will, you're here. This is perfect. I wanted to ask what Road Trip is. Is that a game? When I was getting ready to go, I saw that's what you're streaming. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Or were you road tripping for real? Also, I was asked what Pokemon I am, and I think that it's this one. Yes, I get really anxious in public scenarios, and I feel like I usually look like this. And I'm very short, and I have large eyeballs. So I think I'm Esper. Road Trip Adventure is my favorite RPG ever. It's the cutest game. Japanese variety game, Rocket League. Well, Rocket League, I enjoy watching, but playing makes me physically angry and upset because I'm really bad at it. Joe can be Vulpix if you want to be. I would love to say that I am Vulpix, but I'm not Vulpix. I don't have that like polished like glamour. I'm a bit more like a little more like this. Like my hair is always going different directions, and I just, this is right. I've accepted it and I enjoy it. This is who I am. I'm Esper. Would you like a song, Will? I was gonna play through a couple Final Fantasy IX songs that were requested, and then we have our first loop of the day, which is gonna be Fiona Apple's Extraordinary Machine, which I kind of want to mess around with a bit because I don't really like my arrangement of it that much in the B section. Oh, let's do Rose of May, Crossing Those Hills, and then A Head on Our Way for Will. Thank you, Esper. I will bring you back at some other point. I love all Mario Party games and Just Dance. I've been this close to getting Just Dance. I've put it in my shopping cart, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it, but then I panic and I don't do it. As well as having this kind of energy, if I'm in the club and people are dancing, I don't know what to do, and I have an incredible amount of anxiety around that as well. So this is also how I look at live dancing events, as I get extraordinarily overwhelmed. And I was like, maybe that dance would help. I love the idea of a Just Dance stream, but I think I would like curl up and die on the inside watching it back. But I would really like to do it. I'm only going to do a Just Dance stream for like, that would have to be some sort of dono goal. Because that's good. Solution, don't watch it, but how can I not watch it with so many, when other people have? I could do it with someone who, Kimchi? Pretend, yeah, everyone, I'll do the Just Dance stream, but everyone has to promise me that they're gonna watch like this. We'll see. When I get back from ski trip, I'll figure out some incentive to do it because that's not gonna be easy for me. I have to ask for something in return. I can't believe you live in Nashville and don't go to line dancing weekly. You know, I've seen a lot of line dancing, but it actually looks kind of hard to just like jump in on. I was taught like the first like basic moves, and it is fun. This is the dance of my people. This dance or line dancing? For Miss Anime's welcome. Do you usually watch your own streams? No, not typically, but I do check bits of every stream for like sound notes that I can make for myself, especially since I changed my my tech stuff, and it's almost impossible for me to hear exactly what you're hearing. OBS does affect the audio a bit, so I have to always make sure to go back, look at it, make adjustments for like volumes of everything. My roommate does them a lot and I try to join in, but I agree it's a little tough to follow a line dance. And when you're doing a line dance with a bunch of people who are good at it and they're all going this way and you go that way, oh, that's embarrassing. But I was taught a long time ago. I don't want to step back to show my feet. I don't care about the feet part, but I don't want to unplug my headphones. I know that you, like, for the basic one I did, shut up, Will. You cross over, and then you point your boot. Then you go 1, 2, 3, boot. Then you go boot, boot, and then turn, I think. I think that was what I was told. Because most of you know this, I grew up outside of Boston, Massachusetts, and I didn't see a lot of line dancing growing up, as shocking as that might be to hear. I've lived in Nashville now, though, for like a lot of years because I'm old. I think it was like, have I been here like 12 years, I think? 13? But I was talking to some of my friends in Creature Comfort, the band I play for, which is a bunch of good old boys from Tullahoma, Tennessee. And they were talking about how in gym class growing up, they had to do line dancing. And I was like, what? That's so weird. They're like, you didn't do any sort of dancing in gym class? And I was like, we just did, I feel like the only thing I learned how to do dance-wise in gym class was the electric slide. And I forgot how to do it. But I wish there was more dancing in gym class because I suck at basketball and insert all the other sports here. I was only good at soccer because I didn't have to use my hands as much. I honestly wish I knew how to like square dance and do line dancing because I've learned a lot of fiddle music and it would be fun. What is that dance? I'm scared to say it out loud if it's not something I should say out loud. Since you lived in Boston as a kid, did you ever try to get on Zoom? Do you mean do you mean like the video call app? Is there another Zoom? Joe's not mean enough to be a Bostonian. No, Bostonians are actually so freaking nice. People oh yeah, gonna zoom-a, 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 zoom, 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 come on and zoom. Zoom was awesome. I asked if I could audition and my parents are like, can you just do your homework, please? I'm like, but I want to be on Zoom. But yeah, Zoom was awesome. Wow, we're going a lot of places. I promise I'll play music soon. There's a good contra scene in Nashville, English, Irish, country line dancing, basically enough dancing you would see in old period pieces. Wait, do you know a place I can go? Because I want to learn. Grew up in Oklahoma and didn't see much of it. The country music I grew up on was Outlaw Guys. Waylon, dope. Merle, dope. Willie, dope. Chris Christopherson, is that Chris? I'm just gonna keep Esper here until I play a song. There's something else I was gonna say. Oh, most of you guys know I did have one experience doing two-step. Two-step is very popular in Nashville. It's like doing, I think, like a dance of 3 steps, but you can do it in 4/4 songs because it like matches out like kind of like a 12/8. But I was third wheeling with my friends to this place called, oh shit, Legion something. But they do Honky Tonk Tuesdays and everyone does 3-step. So it's a bunch of couples dancing 3-stepping. And it was always really cool to see. And since I was third wheeling, I was just like watching, having a beer at the side, being like, this is cute. And then I will admit there was a part of me that's like, I wish I would be asked to dance. And then parting the crowd. He didn't part the crowd. He just walked over. A nice southern gentleman asked me, would you like to dance? And I was like, oh my God, it's happening. And this man was like the best dancer in the whole world. Yes, at first I said no. I was like, I can't dance. I was this. That's what I did. He was like, do you want to dance? And I just did that. But he insisted and I gave it a go. And he was like the best dancer in the whole world. I didn't have to do anything. And we finished the dance and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, can I please ask for your name? Because he was just going to say bye. And he was like, you can call me Pickles. And I was like, okay. And then he walked and found the next girl sitting by herself and asked her to dance. And honestly, that man is a hero. He clearly goes every Tuesday and he finds all of the single girls and he makes them feel beautiful and special for a couple minutes. So, Pickles, if you're out there and if you hear this, thank you. He's not going to see this. But that was like the best thing ever. For Dragon Lancer, I discovered you through Cardboard Cowboy. That makes my heart just so warm. I love the recent Russian roulette song you did for him. Is it possible to request it? I don't know the name. Oh, wow. How did I do that? So one of my dear friends here on Twitch, Cardboard Cowboy, I had the honor of getting to make a song for his channel. And not only do I love Cardboard Cowboy's channel, but I am just so grateful that he gave me that opportunity, because I wrote strings for some stuff for him before. And then he was like, oh, but can you write a song and sing it? And I was like, I've only written like 6 songs. He was like, you can do it. I believe in you. I was like, okay. Because I didn't really believe in myself. But I ended up making a song and I felt really good about it. And if you want to check that out, you just if you go say hi to Cardboard Cowboy. Also, you should, use he's sincerely one of the best streamers. One of the few that I will always resub for forever and ever. I wonder if Pickles knows about your Twitch channel. Pickles does not know anything about me. Other than that, I will always love him. Oh god, what was that song? Because it starts with the banjo and then it's like... Oh, this is it. I can wait for you, Will, with your song. I know I've gone on 11 million tangents. This song, I was asked to make something. Oh, Dragonlance, you didn't need to do that, you sweet soul. Thank you, though. I'll give it a go. I've never tried to perform it. I have to remember the chorus. This song was very personal for me, though. I was given ideas about certain themes, and I really dug deep to it about just like kind of basically denying that you have a problem and that you need help. And I really like dove deep into that to make a song that wasn't really overt about the messaging, but it was very fulfilling. The chorus. Playing Russian roulette, it hasn't taken me yet. These things I've done, I'll outrun forever. It's too late to take it back, and one thing I'd like to ask is, if it's so wrong, why did it make me feel better? And then the verses. Dun 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 dun. I remember. Oh, I'm nervous. Because again, like, it's used in a vague way to explain a story, but I really tried to dig deep to have underneath it that message. And the only way to do that is usually to like really go into an honest, deep kind of reflection of, you know, not only my experiences, but also people I've been around, especially as you get older. Like it's hard seeing people you love go through things and going through things yourself. And okay. The next priority request was for Will, but I think he said that he was going away for a bit. Let me pull up my streamer song list. I don't know if a lot of you guys ever heard the song before. I've rated Cardboard Cowboy where he did explain his timeline, that he asked me to kind of write that song to help explain his story a little bit. But again, please, sincerely, check out Cardboard Cowboy. So amazing. Put you on mobile while I pee. I'm so honored. Thank you so much to be your pee company. Okay, so what we're gonna do for Dragon Lacer, I don't want to make you wait too long. Is it okay if I do Will's song and then we will attempt to do a live loop of that song, because the banjo part and that was the first thing I wrote, and I feel like I should do this as a loop. Yes. This started as like kind of like a funny thing, but now I'm like looking at it and I'm having a lot of self-awareness. I'm like, oh my god, that is what I look like in public all the time. Except I have like clothes on, you know. Cute. I love the Julie emotes too. Julie's channel's so amazing too. An incredible artist. I really want to meet more people on Twitch that aren't exclusively in the music side of things. It's kind of hard though. I feel like in the music side of Twitch, people like rate each other without kind of vetting, because we already have that one big thing in common. But when I try to like, I don't know, it's scary. Well, maybe it's not scary. It's just that this is my social interactions phase. So, and maybe it's not the warmest, fuzziest vibe for like making new friends online. Okay, I gotta do this song. And then let's try and do... I never named that song. What would I have named that song that I wrote? Maybe Feel Better? You seemed totally normal when I met you for Peter. I felt like I still had this vibe, but I did have a beer in my hand, so maybe that helped me like chill out a little bit. Maybe that side smile that I do is I can't smile straight. Just like a little bit on the side. Also, Peter, like, sincerely, you have such a great, like, warm energy. Like, right when I met you, I just felt comfortable. Like, you cracked a little joke and then just immediately, like, got in a good conversation. You're really easy to talk to. I've gotten better. I'm doing a lot of talking today. I apologize. I've gotten better, but as a kid, I used to talk out of the side of my mouth really bad on the right side. I still do it occasionally. But if anyone's seen the movie Little Nicky, that classic Adam Sandler movie, his brothers make fun of him for being hit in the face with a shovel, and that's why he talks out of the side of my mouth. So some people called me Little Nicky growing up because I would talk like over here. I think it was an anxiety thing, so it's gotten better, but sometimes when I get really anxious, I do tend to lean on this side a little bit. I got hit in the face with a shovel. For Papa Top, you're my little Papa Top. Thank you very much for the follow. Also, it's my partner blanket. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you gonna be at VGMCon this year? I was kind of on the fence about it because I had such like a crazy, not happy January. But then I saw that there was like 15 rooms left and I was like, I'm going. So I'm gonna be there. Yes, you're gonna be there too. This is so perfect. I'm also deciding I'm gonna be brave. And it's gonna be my first time going to a convention where I usually walk around with this expression because I get very overwhelmed. But imagine this with potentially, I don't know if I'm actually gonna do it. I should do it. If I say it, that means I'll do it. Cosplay. I've only done cosplay on stream and it's made me so freaking happy. And now I have some really good cosplays in my closet. So I think if I don't have a big anxiety social attack moment, I kind of want to do it. Well, yes, with Jarok, like convention wise, I haven't been to many, but I've been the most comfortable at VGMCon. It's small enough where I don't feel overwhelmed. There's so many musicians and everyone's just wanting to talk and like hang out with each other in a very approachable environment. So I think I might do it. Do it with this Pokemon. I don't know how I'd do a cosplay of that. I would like to because it would be fun. Enjoy your walk, Will. Thank you again for the raid. VGMCon is like Twitch plus VGM High School. I'd love that. Well, another great thing about VGMCon is the hotel rooms that you book at are at the same place where the event happens. So whenever I felt like I needed a break for a moment, I could just go upstairs and like kind of have a moment to like just check in with myself and then be like, okay, cool, I'm ready. I don't know which ones I do. I feel like I definitely wear my Fallout vault suit because I freaking love wearing that thing. Tifa's my favorite cosplay, but I feel like most people are like chill, but I worry that some people get a little too like excited about the idea of that cosplay because it is a little bit more, it's not like crazy revealing, but I don't know. Walking around with that, I feel maybe I wouldn't be as comfy. Aerith though I could do. I'd feel fine with that. Maybe if there's like a late night rave, I'll break Tifa out. I just want to buy more colored contacts, guys. That's really why I'm doing. Oh, but for the Fallout, I don't wear colored contacts. Whatever. Also, Blanca, hello. It's always good to see you. Yeah, and I do also want to be in something I'm comfy in. That's true. And since I sprained my ankle, I don't know when I can wear heels again. Or like even just like a chunky boot heel. Because I really messed up my foot. It's pretty bad. Okay. I have a request to do something I've never done before. I had the honor. Oh my god, Steven, it's like you have like some sense that we were just talking about VGMCon. I know you can't be there, which is like devastating, because now we're friends. I only got to like meet and hang out with Steven the day we were both leaving VGMCon. But he's so nice and he's so talented. You guys need to follow him. All of the wind instruments and ocarina. And he also started an ocarina ensemble and it's amazing. If your ankle is still hurt, you can go as Gumby. That's true. I could. Your right foot is broken for Smelly Turtle. I'm so sorry, that stinks. Jam session was peak at VGMCon before we left. I'm so excited. But listen, I don't want to make, for Dragon Lacer, I don't want to make you wait any longer. I've been really slow to get started today. My apologies. The only thing I need is the lyrics for the verses. I think they're in my Discord. I wanted to talk to CBC about them before I recorded. So we're close to an hour of streaming, and I usually take a quick, like 4 or 5 minutes at the top of each hour. Why don't I do that now? And then while I'm on the break, I can dig and find up the lyrics for this song. And then for a lot of you guys, it might be your very first time hearing it. I am pleased to say that for the first time in my freelance musician's career, I've been paid to perform, write, and produce a song. And it's such an honor. And I would love to share that with you. Let me take that quick break and I will dig up the lyrics. Oh, also, I'll probably take this down after the break. This stream started today and someone asked what Pokemon I be, and I felt like this really captures how I interact with people because I get very anxious in any social environment, and I feel like this is typically the essence I give. Like I forget to blink and I'm pretty short. Steven, would you agree with this? Do I give this vibe? Jarok, would you agree? Was this the person you met at cons? For Freaky Flizzy. Do I give this vibe when I meet people? Like this expression? Because I get very anxious at cons and I feel like I just don't know how to interact with people. And I feel like this is the vibe I present. It's very just... You don't think so? Thank you. That actually makes me feel a bit better. We've had 2 people confirm yes so far. But we've had a mixed bag, so who knows? Anyway. Let me take my first quick break, and I gotta dig up those lyrics to do this original. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me just goof around for the first hour of stream and talk to you about nonsense. Was a smidgen intimidated? No. Hello, Mark. I really don't, and this is so sincere. I don't want anyone to be intimidated by ever saying hello to me, because I usually am desperately hoping someone will say hello to me, as I don't know how to do the first hello. The first hello, honestly, if I get past that and someone says hi to me, I exhale and I'm like, oh, thank God, I have someone to talk to. But being brave enough to do the first hello, that's really hard. That's really scary. So please do. Okay, I'll be right back. Also, you guys need to check out Jarok if you haven't done so already. Fantastic pianist, also enthusiast of video game music soundtracks and other stuff as well. So you guys should definitely go say hi. I'll be back once I find those lyrics in bathroom. Okay, bye. Okay, I am back, and I think I found the lyrics that I need. Here we go. So I've never performed this song. It would be my scent. Here it is. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I sent like 5 emails at the end. Yes, I did. I was really down to the wire. Lyrics. That's just straight up a song. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't type them. I'll just listen to it a bit, and I guess we can listen together so I can remember the verses. I'll still make my loop in probably a new manner. Because looping's different from, you know, making a final recording. I'm nervous. I made like a vibey intro.
What's done's done. Though you gone, life moves on with or without you. Nothing's wrong. And to God that I could stop if I want to, but I don't
Hey
want
Trevor
to.
and Blanca, yelling.
Playing Russian roulette, it hasn't taken me yet. These things I've done, I'll outrun forever. It's too late to take back it. The one thing I'd like to ask is, if it's so wrong, why did it make me feel better?
I wrote this next verse and recorded it an hour before I got picked up by a van to go on tour for a long weekend.
Feeling it now, came back around, I'm coming down, I don't want to.
I was panicking so hard.
Pay no mind. Through it all, I'm still in control, I am fine. It was just one time. Playing Russian roulette, it hasn't taken me yet. These things I've done, I'll outrun forever. It's too late to take back it. The one thing I'd like to ask is, if it's so wrong, why did it make me feel better? If it's so wrong, why did it make me feel better?
Really? Oh. Dragon Lacer Mancer making me want to write more
I know
songs.
it's wrong. Do I even feel better?
Okay, I gotta write the verses down just to make sure I get it. But yeah, I wrote those verses. I was on such a time crunch. I was about to go on tour with a band. And I remember my bandmate texted me and was like, hey, I'm here in front of the house. And I was waiting for the final thing to bounce. and my hands were shaking because I didn't know if I was going to finish it on time before I'd go on the road. I was freaking out. And so I sent like 5 email versions of the song, hoping one would be fine. And poor Jesse, the lead singer of the band, I get in the van and I immediately start crying. He was like, whoa, are you good? And I was just like, I'm good. I'm just like relieved and worried, but also happy. And he was like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, I just need to get this out. Give me 1 minute and I'm going to be normal again. But I was just panicking, trying to get this done. Okay, let me get the... What's done is done. I remember now. Okay. I don't know what I should name it. What's done is done. Though you're gone, life moves on with you. Sorry, y'all. Life moves on. With or without you. Yep. And then the next part. Nothing's wrong. Hand to God. Nothing's wrong. Hand to God, I could stop if I want to. Hand to God. Cool. And then there's just the last one. If it wants to play, I might have to reload it. Hey, Rolo. Thank you, Danny. I feel like, I don't know, I have a weird relationship, as many of you know, with my singing voice and writing lyrics. Pay no mind through it all. Yeah, pay no mind through it all. Okay. I think I got it. It all. I'm still in control. Fine. Just one time. Okay. Let's try it. Dragon, you're an angel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But there was a harmony I did. Oh, goodness. You need evidence I've never played this live before? Dun, 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 dun. Keyboard, where are you? Oh, there it is. So that would be... If you're trying to figure out... double line, do one at a time. So then the harmony would be... Why does that sound wrong? Oh, that's why. heck did I do that? Oh yes, that's a mandolin. Duh. Okay. Hmm. All right, we'll just make a version of this. And then go for it. People are asking me what I call this song. I never named it. I feel like maybe I should call it Feel Better, because that's kind of the whole point of the song, is that you're doing something to make you feel better, but is it actually making you feel better, or are you doing something that's making it worse? That was the idea. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, dun, 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 do, da, 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 do, 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 boo, do, 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 do. I like pizza rolls. Is that what bagel bites were? I'm trying to remember from days of sleepover parties as a young child. I think that's what they were. Quiet snare is going to be... Tempo and just... Where are my little brushes? One. Get the second one though. These are meant for snare drums, for getting that kind of vibey effect, but I've been using it on tambo. It's kind of the same vibe. I see it. Sorry, I realized you couldn't hear me. Maybe we're gonna do a little more texture with like those work? Ah, will any of those work? If y'all are down, I'm just gonna make Esper hang out today. I just kind of like Esper now that I've decided it's the Pokemon I'd be. Alright. So what we might do is add Sam, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. My name is Joe. I'm actually trying to perform for the very first time a song that I wrote for commission. And I'm kind of nervous about doing so. But I'll try and make it entertaining. For anyone that's not already following for Sam Statham Piano, make sure to do so. A wonderful, wonderful talent in our beautiful music family here on Twitch. And I happen to know that a fair amount of you guys like music if you're here, and if you don't, then I'm very apologetic for what's about to happen on this channel because it involves music, but thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I promise I do play the violin. I have to layer some guitar, mandolin, and banjo, and then I'll do some of that. Liking music, music. That's right. think we're actually pretty close now. I just need to add some mandolin and the violin layers, and then I'll try and sing it. Pixel, thank you so much. Oh, I decided this is the Pokemon that I think I would be. It's an Esper, if anyone's wondering why that's there. How was your stream? It's good to see you. I promise I do play the violin. I'm gonna do one more mandolin line and then I'll bring out the violin. Hi readers, this is, like I said, an original mine. I'm looping the banjo, mandolin, guitar. I also play over video game soundtracks because it's my favorite music. So if you like any of that, I hope you consider hanging out. Hello. Also, I decided this is the Pokémon I think I'd be. It's an Esper. Since we've had a handful, why don't I do a bit of soloing? Japanese. Okay. Violin. Violin on that verse. That might be pretty though. Do we want Dream of Electric Sheep and Tier 3? That was like a bad Toad impression. Thank you! Thank you! I also talk into my violin mic sometimes. I'm nervous. I've never done this on stream before. Okay, let me do a little worn backup, like hum. Thank you guys for being so supportive. I love you guys. Personal here, y'all. Hope you don't mind. This is a song about ignoring the fact that you need to let go of something because it's ruining your life. What's done's done. Though you're gone, life moves on with or without you. Oh no. Lyrics, I know this. I got it now. What's done is done.
Russian roulette. It hasn't taken me yet. These things I've done, I'll outrun forever. It's too late to take it back in. The one thing I'd like to ask is, if it's so wrong, why don't it make me feel better? If it's so wrong, why did it make me feel better? I know it's wrong, do I even feel better? Playing Russian roulette. It hasn't taken me yet. These things I've done, I'll outrun forever. It's too late to take it back in. One thing I'd like to ask is, if it's so wrong, why did it make me feel better? If it's wrong, why did it make me feel better? I know it's wrong. Do I even feel better?
Oh my god, that was so scary. I've never done that live before, ever. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. I was trying to reference, there's like this humming line in Hollow Knight, which he was playing at the time. And so I was trying to incorporate Hollow Knight kind of esque themes in it. For Dragon, thank you. I mean, the gift of being a musician and having someone ask you to play one of your songs is something that so many people wish for, and the fact that I get to experience that is just absolutely incredible. Thank you everybody so much there was a bunch of raids that came in. I really appreciate anyone that stuck around through that. Thing about emotions, we've all felt them. That one kind of hurts my heart to play a little bit. I found that I can only write songs if it comes from typically something that I need to like address within myself. So this was a song that I was so happy to get to share with one of my dear friends here on Twitch, the fantastic best cowboy on all Twitch, Cardboard Cowboy. And he was looking to have a song that would help him kind of explain his story and make him understand his story a little bit better. And so I tried my best to see if I could help with that. But Cardboard Cowboy's channel is like amazing. So you definitely want to check that out. Oh my gosh, what? For the Tedster, thank you for a $50 dono. Damn, you got so much more popular in stream. Thank you. I did get a bunch of raids, I will say, today. But thank you so very much. Keep it up. My request is Decisive Battle from Final Fantasy VI. As they say, go ahead dauntlessly, make rapid progress. I will do my best. I'm so determined, more than ever, to just, to really push myself and to try new things. One of those was me writing that song. I've only written like, I don't know, 8 songs with lyrics before, and I've never recorded those. Do I want to add this to my song list? I don't know. I don't know if I want to add Feel Better. I might have to think about it. I don't know. I'll think it over. I will probably add it. I need to figure out my phrasing on the verses, I think, a little more comfortably, maybe. But if I can show anything over, even taking on the risk of taking on the responsibility of writing a song when I didn't know I could. Sometimes if you just force yourself to take an opportunity when it's in front of you, even if you don't know if you can do it, sometimes you just have to say yes and just like understand that it will play out however it wants to. And I was like, well, the worst case scenario is that the song isn't used. And that would be okay. The best case scenario is I actually do it. So if those are my 2 options, I was like, well, I have no good excuse to not try this other than the fact that I don't know if I can do it. You know? So if I can give anyone advice, and I know it sounds so dumb, like, you know, something we've all heard, but you really won't know if you can do something until you try. But sometimes trying means you actually commit to something and be like, all right, you're asking if I can give you a product. Sometimes you have to say yes, even if you're like, oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. Decisive Battle from Final Fantasy VI. At some point I want to make a loop of this one. Let me do the volume a little lower at first, just in case. Okay, it's about to get fast. heck is happening with this fast part? Oh. I want to try the fast part one more time. Not my most polished performance, but I tried. I feel like this one would be really fun to do as a loop in some form. I just don't know how I want to do it yet. Y'all, I am just feeling... I feel like I'm blushing on the inside. Does that make sense? I'm wearing blush, so you might not, I don't know, see. For NGM, I love you being here too. I feel so grateful. I really appreciate y'all. Oh, I forgot. I can't remember who asked me to do this. Someone in chat like 2 weeks ago asked me to learn a song from Civilization. Is the person who asked me to do that here out of curiosity? Because I listened to it and I was like, oh, I really like this. I would like to learn it. I mean, I learned a lot of the things that are asked for video game repertoire. I'll play a bit of it if... this is it. Someone asked me to learn this song. And I did. I will say... I'm very happy that I learned this song, but this song was such a pain in the butt. There's one part where like, it just doesn't make sense. So I had to make a bar of 2/4 to make it make sense, and it still doesn't really make sense, but I figured it out enough to play it. It's from Civilization 6. So I have this new transcription to play for you guys. Again, for new folks. You came in when I was building a loop of an original. I also do loop covers of like singing covers in general, as well as instrumental loops of video game music, and I play over video game soundtracks. And I'm always adding new stuff to the song list. So someone recommended this beautiful song from Civilization, which I learned this week. It's a little tricky, but I think I can sight read it, and I'm excited to add this one. It's very, very pretty. Oh, so you've played? That's so cool, Kamira. Hey, I haven't forgotten about Skyloft, I swear. I don't know where the PDF is, but I could take and then scan my original sheet music. Yes. Thank you for anyone that followed from all these raids. I really appreciate it. It's very heartwarming to see that I can take more risks on stream with a slow build performance, and that people still enjoy the company. And that just is something I constantly need to remind myself of. I definitely put that streamer pressure on myself to be like, this song's taken more than 4 minutes. You're a failure. Speed it up. You're ruining everything. And while those voices are admittedly probably always going to be somewhere in here, I feel like I'm trust falling into you a bit more easily lately. I know it's probably annoying to remind me all the time, like, dude, you're good. Take your time. But I want to deserve this wonderful opportunity, and it's very important to me to just always try to do my best as long as I get this opportunity and to grow and become a better musician. So thank you very much. Before I move forward, I would like to take my second break as we're over 2 hours at this point. And then when I get back, let's do this new transcription that I did. I kind of want to try and I rearranged my template for Subterranean Homesick Alien, one of my Radiohead loops. I think that could be fun. So many nicenesses for Rantan Ploof. I love your name. Hi, Joe. Just want to say love your streams. Thank you. Love your music and your beautiful soul. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. I will be gone for just a few minutes. Oh, priority request. Thank you, Jove. Since I had to close priority requests for a while, because I couldn't loop for a bit, I totally forgot. What do we got here? Oh, Peter! Oh, poor Peter. Okay, when I get back, let's do Peter's request. He wants to hear my loop arrangement of Fiona Apple's Extraordinary Machine. Fiona Apple is one of my inspirations vocally as an artist. I think she's just a queen goddess, and I love her. Cool. If you're enjoying the stream, I hope you consider following. This week, I will only be streaming today for the last day of the week because I am going to see my sister and my nephews and my family this weekend. But I will be back tomorrow. I will be back next week on Monday. And I typically stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So if you're enjoying the stream, I hope you consider following and coming back sometime. I'm always trying to keep everything evolving and getting better and stronger. I discovered you because of Extraordinary Machine. Oh my god, feels. Also, you saying poor Peter to yourself, Peter, is very amusing, especially with the emote. So I'll make sure to give my dangdest for a good Fiona Apple Extraordinary Machine performance. People keep asking about my game channel. Joe Doesn't Play Violin. Okay. I created Joe Doesn't Play Violin because you might have noticed I put a lot of pressure on myself. And I was like, I want a channel where I don't feel like I have to put pressure on myself. So I created Joe Doesn't Play Violin, where I occasionally play video games on there, but it's been a really long time. Since I finished my new setup, I just don't know what I should play. I guess I still have to actually play Astrobot. I started Stray, but I don't know if I liked it enough to continue. I'll consider. I think I just needed to get through my new setup and make it work. I will do a Just Dance stream, but I'm not going to make it easy because I'm horrified about doing that. There's going to be some sort of dono goal or sub goal because I'm freaking terrified of doing that on camera. I'm so awkward. I'm going to look like that. So there's got to be some sort of incentive. I am really good at DDR, but DDR, you're not like really supposed to look good while doing DDR because you're just like, you know? Well, I feel like I shouldn't hit a goal or set a goal because I'm not going to be here till Monday of next week. I'll think about it. If I ever do a goal for things, I just want it to be like meaningful and responsible and like I have a plan, you know? But anyway, I got a bathroom. I'll be right. I need a couple minutes. I'll be right back. But I love you guys so much. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. I've got sniffly nose. I don't think I'm sick though. I think allergies are starting to kick in Nashville. Hi, Esper. Can I show you something that I made? I want to be more proactive and like contribute more to like my Instagram and what's the other one? TikTok. And I was like, what would people want to see? And I tried making I made something very advanced yesterday. And then I was like, I can't post this. This is embarrassing, but I can show you guys. I was thinking I could even use this as an alert or like what's the thing? A hot button on this channel for an event that tends to happen involving a particular small evil creature that lives in my house. His name's Kimchi. And everyone's always like, oh my god, your cat's so cute. Oh my god. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but he's also like evil. I love him very, very much. But he is honestly very, very evil. And has successfully somehow turned off my computer twice for streams. I can't control the volume of this when it immediately opens, so maybe turn down your volume. I'm about to open it. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh no, I can't move it. He's so evil. Yeah, that's Kimchi. I don't know why. For some reason on my OBS, I can't move any of the overlays at this point. But yeah, he's just really evil. Can you hear the audio? Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's my evil little man. But I was thinking I want to make that maybe an overlay because I have to throw him out of the room a lot. He jumps on the keyboard and bites on my cables and sometimes turns off the computer. So I was like, oh, I could have like other little videos coming in of him doing evil things. I feel like that'd be cool. Aren't you afraid to sleep in the same house as Kimchi? Sometimes. He does really like to kick the crap out of me. In the whole discussion of like, oh, what Pokemon would you be? Whoa, loud music, my bad. We were talking about what Kimchi would be, and I think he'd be Hitmonlee. Yes, he's like black and brown, like the colors match his fur, and he also is very violent and kicks the crap out of me. So I was like, I feel like Kimchi could be a really good Hitmonlee. Anyway. I think it's in this pile of music that I still need to put away. Her extraordinary machine. Or you know, it might be in that pile. One moment. Let's see. Here it is. Kimchi ate some of the sheet music, but I think I know the things to fill in the blanks. He's so evil. So let's see. Extraordinary Machine for Peter. And then I want to play my new transcription. Today's stream has kind of been like a complete everywhere, topic-wise, little music stream. So thank you for letting me just talk your ear off. about random nonsense. I promise I typically get a lot more music in a stream. I've just been all over the place today. Okay. So this is a loop in my head that I envisioned as being exclusively violin layers and vocals on top of it. Because the original track features a small ensemble, so I listened to it and picked out a bunch of layers that I thought would be fun. A part of me almost wants to have the whole backing track be pizzicato, and then maybe I can do a violin solo and sing on it. So I think I'll try that and see how it goes. With that being said, I should probably add I'll keep it as is, actually. Yeah. I'll add extra violins at the end, maybe, if I need them. Yeah, I think that's good. Lovely. Monitor should be off for everything. I do love the banjo, but I feel like this just could have a really fun vibe. So let's see. Metronome would be like, I suddenly haven't been shopping for any. I suddenly haven't been shopping for any new shoes. Da 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 da. Let's layer violin, shall we? Oh, this is in 6/8. Gosh, I keep jump scaring myself. So how did I do this before? I did in 12/8, I think. I certainly haven't been shopping for any new shoes. Sabi, there was a better way to go and it will find me. I can't help the road just rolls out behind me. Oh, be kind to me. I love the Banjo-Kazooie loop. Something was wrong. Then I go. Okay, I'm ready. I bumped the open string. Let's double that and drop one an octave. TikTok on YouTube, welcome. And a boss. For TikTok on... Cool, now let's do the chorus and I'll sing. Double that to make it a octave lower. I see what I want to do. How's our volume? Yes, I'm gonna try and sing over this. Pizzicato can be a bit quiet. Let's get our bass notes a bit louder. Cool, just doing a quick mix. Sean, welcome. LCZ, thank you for the feedback. I'm seeing the start of our little YouTube chat community, and it's made me so happy multi-streaming. I appreciate y'all on YouTube so much. Thank you. The bass is a bit loud only on this pass, so let me just drop the gain. Skeedle-doo-dah. I think that's a bit better. Yes. I just clap for myself. That's so lame. For Noah Axon Jackson, thanks for the follow. This is a love letter of a cover to one of my biggest inspirations, Fiona Apple. This is an extraordinary machine. I hope you enjoy. Certainly haven't been shopping for any new shoes, and I certainly haven't been spreading myself around. I still only travel by foot, and by foot it's a slow climb. But I'm good at being uncomfortable, so I can't stop changing all of the time. I notice that my opponent is always on the go and won't go so he's not to focus. And I notice he'll look to right with any guide as long as they go fast. From whence it came, but he's no good at being uncomfortable, so he can't stop staying exactly the same. If there was a better way to go and it would find me, again up the road just rose up behind me. Ooh, be kind to me or treat me mean. Ooh, I'll make the most of it. I'm an extraordinary machine. I seem to you to seek a new disaster every day. Deem me due to clean my view and be at peace and lay. I need to prove, I need to move in my way and say I've been getting along for long before you came into the play. I am the baby of the family. It happened so everybody cares and wears their sheep's clothes while they chaperone. Curious, you looking down your nose at me while you appease. Curious to try and help, but let me set your mind at ease. If there was a better way to go and it would find me, again up the road just rose up behind me. Ooh, be kind to me or treat me mean. Ooh, I'll make the most of it. I'm an extraordinary machine. I've never tried to solo on this. Ooh, let's try.
a better way to go and it would find me. I can't help the road just rolls out behind me. Oh, be kind to me or treat me mean. Ooh, I'll make the most of it. I'm an extraordinary machine. Oh, if there was a better way to go and it would find me. I can't help the road just rolls out behind me. Oh, be kind to me or treat me mean. Ooh, I'll make the most of it. I'm an extraordinary machine.
Okay. I feel like that song as a loop is way better with only the pizzicato. And I think if I lock in this chorus, it would be a lot better. Peter, as being someone who followed the channel because of that song, what do you think? Do you think it's missing the bowed strings, or what do we think about just the pizzicato? And I also played piano on it too at one point. You're happy with that? Okay, interesting. It might be fun to have like kind of like silly percussion in it, you know? Oh, thank you. You know, I don't have anything on the song list that's exclusively pizzicato and singing. And I know people tend to really like pizzicato. So I think that might be the vibe. What if I had washboard? Is that crazy? I need to know. We're gonna try and add washboard to this. It might be trash, but I want to know. If it was like, let's see. Let's start off. Oops. Wait, that could be fun. Dang it, I missed the bell! Ah, that was the most important part! Oh, sorry, that was probably really loud. I have to turn away from the bell so it's not too loud. Okay, it's happening, it's happening. I feel so I kind of like it. But we'd want to make the chorus a little different. I kind of want to experiment with this more if you guys don't mind. Let's do the chorus percussion. Thing with the washboard we'd want to do. I have my wood blocks. Maybe only on this part, like a dancer or something, like that's too much. Is it crazy to think about adding piano? If I could tap dance, I would just put that in the loop. This percussion, that would be so sick. If I did piano... Or do we like the piano an octave higher? I kind of actively seeking for help on arranging this because I felt stumped on this for a while. What do we think about piano? We'll start with the low one and I'll try and sing while I do it. Let me get the reverb. Thanks for the follows, everybody! Shopping for any new shoes, and I certainly haven't been spreading myself around.
barefoot, it's just so grand. But I'm good at being uncomfortable, so I can't stop changing all of the time. I notice that my opponent is always on the go and goes so he's not to focus. And I notice he looked around with any guide as long as they go fast from whence he came, but he's known to being uncomfortable, so he can't stop staying exactly the same.
Or octave up on the piano. So that would be...
I still am shopping for any new shoes, and I certainly haven't been spreading myself around. I still only travel barefoot, and barefoot it's just so grand. But I'm good at being uncomfortable, so I can't stop changing all of the time. I notice that my opponent is always on the go and goes so he's not to focus. And I notice he'll look to right with any guide as long as they go fast from whence he came, but he's no good at being uncomfortable, so he can't stop saying exactly the same.
You come from cowboy land? Cardboard cowboy?
Ooh, be kind to me.
I kind of like the lower octave. Let's try and record that. I kind of like I don't know if I like the piano in there or not. Bye, Alden. Do you like the octave lower like that? Oh my gosh, what if I did a radio voice? I might be going too far.
Any new shoes, and I certainly haven't been spreading myself around. I still only travel on foot, it's a sublime, but I'm good at being uncomfortable, so I can't stop changing all the time. I notice that my opponent is always on the go and goes slow, so he's not to focus. And I notice he looked around, then he got as long as they go fast from what's the case, but he's no good at being uncomfortable, so he can't stop changing exactly the same. Oh, I suddenly really like this loop. I didn't like it for a long time because I didn't like how I did it. Let's get the piano on this chorus.
I realized my mic was muted, and I was like, I should unmute it, but now you're just hearing me make frustrated noises. I want to finish this because I feel like I'm on a roll with it. I don't usually take this much time to fix mistakes on stream. I hope you don't mind. Well, not mistakes, just figuring it out. I hear it in my head. Yes, it's an E major, okay. Okay. I did the classical musician breath in before you perform. I don't need to do that. Okay. I think that works. Okay, we're gonna do another performance. But you guys like radio voice, so let's do radio voice. So this song is called Extraordinary Machine, and it's by sincerely one of my favorite artists of all time, Fiona Apple. I think she is such an inspiration in so many ways. And she was one of the first artists that taught me it was okay to be an alto and to not be a Disney princess soprano, because I have a low voice, and we're gonna embrace that. Thanks for following me on this live arrangement journey. Okay. Oh, the radio voice is over here. Check.
Shopping for any new shoes, and I certainly haven't been spreading myself around. I still only travel on foot and by foot, so light that I could have been uncomfortable, so I can't stop changing all of the time. I notice that my opponent is always on the go, and won't go slow, so he's not the focus, and I notice he'll look to right, then he got as long as they go fast. From what's the case, but he's no good at being uncomfortable, so he can't stop staying exactly the same. If there was a better way to go and he would find me, I'll make the most of it, I'm an extraordinary machine. I seem to you to seek a new disaster every day. See me do to clean my view and be at peace in May. I need to prove, I need to move in my own way and say, hey, I've been getting along for long before you came into the play. I am the baby of the family, it happened so everybody cares and wears their sheep's clothes while they chaperone. Curious, you looking down your nose at me while you appease. Curious to try and help, but let me set your mind at ease. If there was a better way of going, it would find me. I can up the road, just roses behind me. Oh, be kind to me, or treat me mean. Oh, I'll make the most of it, I'm an extraordinary machine. Oh, if there was a better way of going, it would find me. I can help the road, just roses behind me. Oh, be kind to me, or treat me mean. Oh, I'll make the most of it, I'm an extraordinary machine. Yay. Thank you for tuning in on this wonderful Tuesday evening, February 24th. Couldn't ask for better company than your beautiful shows.
690 bits. You're filthy. Also, thank you so much. Oh, yay! A huge part of like my goal for coming back this year with my new setup, I really wanted to make sure that there wasn't a point on my song list where I would get to it and be like, oh no, it's that one. And I found that I felt that way about a lot of my singing loops where I was like, ooh, I don't want to do this. And I was like, well, if I feel that way, that means I need to figure out why I'm avoiding it and fix it. And I'm so happy that everyone was so encouraging for letting me take my time with that and really just figure it out live with you guys, because I like that. I don't want to avoid Extraordinary Machine anymore because I liked that. That was fun. Oh, 1,800 biddies. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you. And while I'm settling into this, like, you know, finalization of my new setup, I can't deny that there's going to be moments like that one where I'm going to take my time with something and, you know, just really try and make things sit better. And I always worry when I do that I'm ruining the channel because I'm not going fast enough. So getting the live feedback and support is really, you know, forcing me to overcome that. I've been avoiding it for a very long time, as many of you know. But taking that extra like 20 minutes, now I'm like, okay, I know exactly how I want to do Extraordinary Machine. Well, not exactly, because I think I could make a better piano line and I want to fix some of the arrangement, but it's at least tight enough where I could perform it and not avoid it. So I'm really, really, really happy. Oh, yeah, that is the thing for Olaf. All violinists like will get to some degree the natural oils. Wow, that looks really gross now. Well, some of that is just a lack of rosin because I don't rosin all the way down. Stop judging me. Yeah, your hand oils get on the bow and shut up, whatever. I wash my hands a lot, okay? I just play a lot of violin. My hands... Do you think it would be possible to play the violin with a pick? It'd be possible, but it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't sound good, and it might risk snapping a string more easily than your finger. For Dream of Electric Sheep, thank you so much. We have been going 3 hours, so I should probably close the requests. I could use some dinner. I do want to play this new transcription, though. I learned another video game song to add to the song list that I want to try and play through. Oh, also, Kamira, I saw that you said something about your violin playing. I'm going a little bit insane. I was trying to play the violin, but the sound keeps cutting out for minuscule sections of my bow. I'd add rosin to the place. Seems like it happens with the whole bow. And then I'll play and hear it again. If the sound cuts out, that has to be a rosin issue. What I would do, Kamira, is look in front of the mirror, because maybe if your bow is turning more on the side than this or going flat, that might change the pressure that you're grabbing the string with. You're supposed to, of course, play with the bow angled like this, but I know that's like really uncomfortable with the hand to figure out how to do. For what it's worth, what helped me, I try to hold my thumb. Like, I know a lot of people want to put it right under like that, and there's times where that's appropriate right by the frog. Generally, I try to hold my thumb here, and then I can wrap my fingers over more and actually curl it like that. Yeah. Rosin and mirror, and it might be a contact point. Let me know if the silence is coming more in the upper part of the bow more than the lower. So the best way I can describe it for Juggy is the bow is quite literally, it's like the speaker of the violin. You won't hear anything without the bow. And if you're trying to make a really precise painting, you would get a little tiny paintbrush, right? With like little tiny head on it so you can get that detail. If you use a brush that's really thick like this, you get a big stroke. So by curving it to the side, it's like you're using a tiny paintbrush, because I'm only touching the string with that much hair rather than all of the flat. So if I turn it, it's like I'm using a little tiny paintbrush, and then I can really control everything. Whereas if I play that, that's more of a thick, big stroke. And there's times where different ones are more appropriate than others. But people underestimate. Of course, now it won't do that. Girl, I've been there so many times. I went to the violin shop being like, oh, there's a crack in my violin. And after they looked at it, there was like, girl, there's nothing wrong with this. I was like, what? That weird scenario was my shoulder rest was the issue. Yeah. But yeah, people underestimate with the violin. Everyone thinks it's the left hand on the fingerboard that's the hard part. Is they're like, there's no frets. Honestly, the hardest part of the violin's a bow. Like a million, not even a competition. The left hand you get used to pretty quickly. The bow hand is so demanding and particular, and you have to, over the years, develop these little muscles where you can isolate and control each kind of finger to control things. For like string crossing, for example, like I have to be able to do a lot of that. Yeah. And like spiccato of just like retrieving the weight of the bow back in the hand. It's all it's hard. The bow's hard. Left hand's not that bad. Tech deck. What's tech deck? Tech in general, I was not a natural for. It brought me to tears many times on streams. For Zyrak, again, there's like situations. So like if we're talking about bow angles, and I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert. I'm not. But like, let's say I want to make, oh, the little skateboards. Oh my God, my 90s childhood. Oh, it all just, where? If I want a clean entrance, it's easy to get that clean entrance if I'm coming at the side. Here, I'll use a violin mic. Because if it's a smaller contact point. Whereas if I'm flat, it's a bit heavier. You can technically make it work, but I find for the most part I'm on the side of the hair. if I'm doing like a good old fiddle moment, that's very flat bow hair. Or like a classical chord, that's flat. But generally you're kind of on the side of the bow. If it's like a fortissimo maybe. Oh, that sounded bad. Like there's different reasons, I guess. Oh, I'll take any opportunity ever to do a jig. I love me a freaking jig. I love Celtic music. Okay, that is giving me a chance to focus because there's this new song that I really want to play for you guys. I haven't done a lot of it today, but like half of my song list is video game music because personally, that's my favorite music. It's what I listen to the most in my free time. I'm just constantly going through beautiful instrumental soundtracks. It's what the background playlist I've put together for the channel is. It's just a variety of things that I listen to that help me get through my week and relax and breathe. And I love it. And someone in chat recommended this really beautiful piece from Civilization called Sweden Theme Industrial. Because I guess that's like when you're in the Sweden part of the game in that time period. So I'm going to do some sight reading with this. I did see I got a message and it's nothing to worry about. I changed my health insurance and it's apparently not letting me have the medication I need to get. I have enough to get me through for like a week, so I have a time bracket. I saw that my doctor messaged me. We're trying to fix it. I would like to take a quick break, check that email, and see if I can get this fixed before I go on my trip to see my sister and nephews this weekend. But then when I get back, let's do this. And I'll probably wrap things up pretty closely after that. You see, we've been going 3 hours. I'll try and make this a quick break. I don't need to respond. I just need information. Again, truly, everybody, thank you so much. At this point, I have 9 binders of game music where I probably have 20 hours of material for video game exclusive music. And then the loops is this own other category. And I'm always adding more. So if you're enjoying the stream, I hope you consider following. I'm really determined to make this stream better every single time I get here. And this will be the last stream for this week. Typically I do 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And I will have more Genshin Impact music for you next week. Because I'm obsessed with the soundtrack and I can't stop learning it. And I kind of want to figure out one of the Silk Song battle themes that I learned, but it's too fast and I need to practice it. It's just hard. Been lurking as I wash dishes and clean the kitchen. It's been lovely. Thank you, Coco. Thank you, Juggy. Were you saying that you came from Cardboard Cowboy? You said from another cowboy. But we were talking about him earlier. I was playing a song, so I was just curious. Niadari, thank you for the follow. Yeah? Awesome! Well, I really appreciate you giving me a go. I gotta make sure to drop by sometime soon. CBC is one of my favorite channels, and he's a good friend. I really appreciate him. Okay, let me check that email and I will be back. I just need to check this for peace of mind. I love you guys. I just need a moment. Okay, I'm back. Why ow? Was there a sound issue? Clicking this button. Oh. That's my cat. He's so evil. He's so evil. Okay. Thank you. I needed to take a quick break. Let's do... I learned this new song that I really wanted to play for you guys. And I probably should wrap things up after that. I have to switch my health insurance, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I thought it was going to cover my medication, and it doesn't. And that's a thing that needs to be fixed. But I've been excited to try and play this. I haven't played it before, so I'm going to be sight reading. I sight read through it before I printed the music that I wrote out to make sure it was correct, but no promises. No promises. But it's this brand new video game song that will be added to the song list, so if you like it, you can ask for it in the future. This is from Civilization 6. It's called Sweden Theme Industrial, and it's a cool fiddle-inspired piece. Okay, sight reading gods. I can do this. It's not too bad for Coco. I'm so grateful for being able to pursue music full time, but with being a freelancer, like I primarily get my income right now from your support on Twitch. So thank you so much. But I also teach lessons and do freelance recording and shows for artists and stuff. But with that, you don't get health insurance, so I always have to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do. And I tried switching for a better thing, but it was not better. So I gotta fix that. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. in spots, but I'm getting more comfy. Also, I can't help myself. I have to say it. Has anyone seen the Jenna Marbles video, I Want to Be Tall? And she like plays the keyboard and sings in the beginning. It connects to this, I promise. It's going somewhere. The end of this sounds like that song where she's like, I want to be tall. I hear it every time. Yeah. Right here. Tall, beautiful, tall person. I like immediately popped in my head when I write out my sheet music by listening to the tracks, and I was sitting here listening, writing, and freaking died laughing. I was like, oh my god, that's totally the I Want to Be Tall song. Oh, we love her. We love her. I'm tall in spirit. No, that's me in spirit. Oh my gosh, I wish I could go on forever, y'all. I've had so much fun, but I should really try and get a bit of a jump start on the info search for my health insurance before I leave on Thursday. So I'm going to wrap things up there for tonight. See, I didn't make like any of my commands. It's from the genius that is our mod crew. Also the overlays, there's a lot of surprises that Pencil's put together. If you want to see one, type cube in chat. You'll see one. But everybody, truly, thank you so much. There it is. That's my face unedited in any way is a spinning cube. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So typically I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And after a month of not being able to loop, I recently went from 2 computers to 1 computer. And making my looping program work with my interface and OBS was truly one of the most difficult things I've ever done, tech-wise and in general. I watched over 200 videos. I had conference calls with 3 producers in a total of 8 hours. And I'm so happy as I finally figured out how to make everything work. Even though one of the producers told me straight out, he's like, what you're trying to do is impossible. I freaking did it. I did it. I figured it out. But also thank you so much for being on a 4-hour phone call with me and helping me. Doing that, I felt really defeated, and I wasn't able to loop for a month, and I was scared to try and do it again. And I didn't know if that like joy would come back to me, and sincerely it has. I feel so excited, and I feel so ready for another year of streaming. I've been streaming over like 6 years now, and the fact that people still want to see me here means the world to me. So thank you very much, everybody. If you enjoyed the stream, I hope you consider coming back sometime. Like I said, I play over video game soundtracks like that last one. I listen to them and I write out the music myself, which means I'm always adding music because I can listen to it and write out what I want. So like this song, for example, this one's going to be on the song list. A lot of the ones in the background playlists I still need to learn music for. And I have a lot of ideas for new loops coming up. We did a Celtic version of Deku Palace yesterday. And I have some new singing songs that I'm slowly working arrangements out for. A new Kiki's Delivery Service loop that I'm really stoked about. So, yeah, I'm just feeling really excited. Let me take a look at who's live. I do like to take a moment to just see if there's someone I don't usually get a chance to raid. Ooh, there's a couple people I haven't gotten to say hi to for a bit. How about we say hi to, where'd she go? Marina. Marina's so lovely. Watching you loop is a joy. Thank you for streaming. Enjoy your trip. Thank you. Oh, Heather, I'm sorry. I was locked in. I already said Marina, so I want to commit to Rena. Not Rena. Marina. Thank you for the follows, everybody, again. I'll put my socials in chat if you're curious about catching me on other things. I'll definitely get some videos of me hopefully skiing. I sprayed my ankle 4 weeks ago, but I'm determined to try. But maybe you'll see ski videos on my Insta. I really want to build the Insta and TikTok this year, which is what inspired this video, which I still need to add stuff to. Is this a good TikTok? I don't know. It's hard. I feel like this has potential though. Pretty good. Honestly, even if I can't ski, I don't think... No. But I feel like my parents like, no, you can do it. I was gonna put in some other videos of him being evil and like kicking the crap out of me and doing evil stuff. So I'll work on that. Anyway. This has been such a ridiculous stream and I'm so stoked about it. It's nice letting myself be silly on here again. And yes, I'm gonna do some thinking, and I'm not totally closed off to the idea of doing a Just Dance stream. I'd probably do a dono goal to be able to buy the game, and also, quite honestly, I just need some incentive to do that because I really am terrified about doing that on camera. It kind of makes me want to die on the inside, so I might try and get something in exchange for being dead on the inside, but we'll talk about that later. Bye. I'm sad I'm not going to see everyone till Monday, but please take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. I know it's easier said than done, and you deserve that, and I'm going to try my best to do that too, and I'll be back on Monday of next week. Thank you for making me such a happy girl. Thank you. Oh, first, I want to read Spart's bits real quick. Spart, that's funny. I found you on Livestream Fails of all places. Oh no. Learning one of my favorite Final Fantasy VI songs. Can't wait to hear you play. Oh no. Wait. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Wait. Oh no. Oh, did I play? Oh. Oh no.